What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another math puzzle. In this one, the question is as follows. Find the radius of the red circle x, given that all three circles are tangent to each other and the area of each green circle is quadruple the area of the red circle. So again, here is x, that radius, the distance from the center to the edge of the circle. And tangent means all these circles touch at a singular point. Hit that pause button and see if you can figure it out. When you're ready, hit play and I'll give you the explanation. So the first thing you need to notice is this right here, and that indicates that there is a right angle. We also see that this distance from here to here is 2 feet. So that's pretty interesting. Now, what does this have to do with the puzzle? If we know that the area of the green circle is quadruple the area of the red circle, well, what that means is we've got a 1:4 ratio of the areas of the circle. Now, how does that correspond to radius length? Well, when we know a proportion of areas or proportion of volumes, we can actually get the proportions of the relative side lengths, and in this case, the radius. So, for example, since area is like square units, one way to remember this is to go from area back to side length. We take the square root of this ratio. So, for example, to get the ratio of the radii, we take the square root of 1, which is 1, the square root of 4, which is 2, and we see that we have a 1:2 ratio for the radii, which means the radius of the green circles can be represented as 2x. So now this is pretty interesting because all three sides of this right triangle can now be represented in terms of x. And when we have three sides of a right triangle, guess what? We can use something called Pythagorean Theorem, which says leg squared plus leg squared equals hypotenuse squared. So this leg is x plus 2x, which is 3x. This leg is 2x plus 2x, which is 4x. And the hypotenuse is x plus 2x plus 2. And now we're going to square these quantities, right? And this is a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. Now, as we square these out, let's make some more room. 3x squared is 9x squared. 4x squared is going to be 16x squared. And then we can combine like terms, that's going to be 3x, right? So we got 3x plus 2 squared. And to simplify this, we got to FOIL it out. Again, 3x plus 2 squared is 3x plus 2 times 3x plus 2. So we got 9x squared. We've got 6x, that's 12x. And then we got 2 times 2, which is 4. So now we have 9x squared plus 16x squared equals 9x squared plus 12x plus 4. Right off the bat, before I even simplify, I'm just going to cancel these out, right? 9x squared on the left and right, we can subtract both sides by 9x squared and they go away. Then I have 16x squared equals 12x plus 4. But this is a quadratic, so I'm going to move everything over and set everything equal to 0. 16x squared minus 12x minus 4 is equal to 0. Now I'm going to divide everything by 4 just to simplify, and we've got 4x squared minus 3x minus 1 equals 0. Now we're going to see if we can factor this. So using something called the star method, where this is a, b, and c, I'm going to put my a terms here, 4 and 4. I'm going to do a times c, 4 times -1, which is -4 up top, and -3, my b term, on the bottom. And we're going to say what two numbers multiply to -4 and add to -3. That would be -4 and +1. Using the star method again, we're going to simplify this fraction. So that becomes 1 over -1. And this is how we're going to factor it now. We've got 4x plus 1 times x minus 1. And all of this is still equal to 0. I know I'm running out of room, but we're going to make it. Now we got two values of x that are going to make this work. One that's going to make this go to 0, which is -1/4, right? -1/4 times 4 is -1 plus 1 is 0. And we've got 1, right? 1 minus 1 is 0. Now, since we're talking about length, okay, a negative value is not going to make sense. So this we'll call extraneous for the purposes of this problem. And that means 1 is the winner, which means the radius of the red circle, since it is x, is 1 foot. And that is how you do it. Done. I hope you guys enjoyed this math puzzle, and if you did, please click that like button. If you want to see more math puzzles on the regular, make sure to click subscribe. Thank you guys so much for joining. I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy.